anyway, the squad must live on, must never die, keep together, because we remain friends, train together, consult together, encourage each other, and where possible, go to bed with each other.
So I just wanted to tell you one Frank story where Frank did one of his quizzes, and it was a quiz which proceeded in the normal Frank fashion. Who was the women's world mile record holder? What are the benefits of zinc as a supplement? And then it got to one question where Frank blasted out, who is the biggest wanker in British athletics?
On that suitable note, thank you, Tim. I've just been asked to stand up and just say a few words about some of the experiences I've had with Frank over the years. And first of all, I have to say that I first joined the BMC in, I think it was 1967. So we go back certainly I got a way. And it wasn't until 1970 that I actually met Frank. And I'd just taken a job in Northampton, and I thought I'd just go and try out this new surface called tartan and try and run on the old weather surface at Crystal Palace. It was a winter meet, a floodlight meeting, and it was 1,200 metres. And I didn't know who Frank was, and he didn't know me. I just went along, paid my money, got my number, and got on the start line. And the gun went. And I was quite excited because this is a national sports centre. It was my first time on tartan, and I wasn't a natural front runner, but I found myself in the front. I was going down the back straight, powering away, faster than usual, and suddenly saw a figure just on the inside of the track. He started to shout. I'll try my best to get this across. Faster, faster, you lazy bastard! Or words to that effect. I've never heard encouragement like this before in my life. And I wasn't sure what to make of it, but I assumed it was aimed at me. So I went faster. And then another 200 metres further on, the figure was there again. Screaming and shouting very quickly. I cottoned on. He wasn't shouting at me, it was a man behind me. And so I suddenly grew in stature, grew in confidence, and I went for it. And he continued to shout. And who the bastard was, I've no idea. But he finished behind me. Now, what does this tell us about Frank? A few things. By the way, my first introduction to Frank, great man, and I love the attention that he gave to me. I mean, it's hard to look back now, but believe it or not, I was a youngish athlete then. And nobody had ever supported me, nobody ever shouted for me at the side of the track before. And there's this, what I thought was a rather posh individual. Maybe, but an accent like that, I thought it could be a noble birth, screaming for me. And so I realised that it's this thing about being an inspirational coach, which he was, and I certainly fed off it. If I'd moved to London, I would definitely have trained with Frank.
Alex Mileko, Polytechnic Harris. In late 80s, I've taken Frankie to Poland giving coaching seminars. One city, another city, and eventually we're in Krakow, beautiful little Krakow. But eventually when it comes to giving something, there's no money, so another class. But Frankie said, look, I would love to have something better. One thing led to another. Eventually said, how about to go to Auschwitz? So they give us a car, we go to Auschwitz. After a few hours seeing this and that, eventually we're going back to the gate, and Frankie's saying, you know what, Alex, wherever I'm at famous places, I like to go and take or nick, whatever word he has used, a stone or brick. There we have gone, he found a little pebble. As we're turning back, I say, come Frankie boy, I'll race you. And we really truly race. At the end of the gate and say, Frankie, you go first. And that way, he said, world record, the only people who raced in Auschwitz, actually.